There are a lot of things that go into creating a great game, but the first and perhaps most important one is the game concept. There have been a lot of fighting games over the years, and Kung Fu is not a new concept in video games. Kung Fu literally means mastery through practice, learning, studying, and that it requires energy and time to complete. What's brilliant about this title is how the developers use progression gameplay to make the players feel like they learned Kung Fu, to make the players feel like their character has gone through growth and progression. Question is, what's the story about? Who's behind the title, and what's exciting about the combat in this game? And most importantly, when is the release date? So if you're curious about any of those questions, then join me at taking a sneak peek at Sifu. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the latest sneak peeks, ultimate previews of upcoming games. I know how valuable your time is, and my goal is to deliver highly researched and highly edited content, because you deserve nothing less. And with that out of the way, let's get back to Sifu. Sifu is an upcoming beat-em-up action-adventure game developed and published by Slow Clap Studios, the same studio that brought us the martial arts-themed action role-playing game Absolver back in 2017. What's the story about? In Sifu, you play as a nameless student who comes into possession of an ancient relic that allows him to defy death at the cost of his youth. The young Kung Fu student is on a path of revenge, hunting for the murders of his family. You'll eventually come upon the 5 assassin bosses that are responsible for killing your family. These 5 bosses are inspired by a combination of Kung Fu values and the Chinese elements. They are represented by wood, fire, water, metal, and earth. Sifu executive producer Pierre Tourneau said that there are a couple of hidden secrets inside the game that might take a couple of runs for players to fully understand the game's story of revenge. It is possible that there will be some kind of collectibles that could eventually reveal more story details, or that players might get newer information as they get more experienced. Sifu is a thrilling type of game that holds you from 2 mistakes away from defeat at all times, with a twist of getting knocked out ages your character rather than sending them back to a checkpoint. At first, your character's age only advances a year each time you get resurrected, but the cost of the resurrections increases as you get older. Hit a certain age, and you will have to start all over. Slowclap has confirmed that players will not become weaker with age. Instead, they will have more experience, skills, and knowledge to apply to a fight, just like a true Kung Fu student. Your character will understandably open up new moves and abilities with age and practice. The game also has a focus mechanic. Focus is a resource that builds up as you fight, and using a focus charge will slow down time to allow you to choose a weak point of your opponents to perform a devastating technique, disabling or seriously wounding your enemies. The player will start with an offensive kit able to deal with any opposition, but you will have to take some time to learn the different properties of the techniques available to you. And as you progress and unlock new skills, you will have more options available to fit your playstyle. You'll be able to knock your enemies down, push them back to their allies, and stun them or disarm them. Players will have to make clever use of their environment. You can toss furniture at your enemy's feet, throw items, and makeshift weapons. Combat presents an interesting contrast in that it's simple to execute combos through button presses, but it's hard to master such that you'll get your ass beat quickly and often if you rely on just button mashing. Fighting games are hardly dying. From my early days at the arcades playing Double Dragon to games like Sifu, fighting games have evolved, but one element has stayed the same: the challenge to match yourself with your own skill level to complete a game. Sifu is running on Unreal Engine 4 and is scheduled to be released on the PS4, PS5, and PC via the Epic Game Store on February 8, 2022. What are your thoughts on the death mechanics? And is this concept original enough to make you want to buy this game? Comment down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my last MMORPG video, Ashes of Creation. And as always guys, thank you for stopping by my channel. I'm Az, and thanks for watching.